Hey guys, it's me, Rachel. So today I'm here with our first leather video and I am so super excited. I decided to pick the topic of how to cut out an inlay because I know when I first started I struggled a lot with kind of figuring out how to do it, and so I just went through basically how to cut out an inlay with the two different couple scenarios. I do know I'll eventually touch on how to actually put together an inlay. I thought about doing that in this video, but I thought no, I'll do that in a later one. So today we're just working on getting the inlay, drawn out and cut out and all of that. So yeah, so I'm super excited. So let's go ahead and get started.
Okay, so first off, let's go over our supplies. To my left is a piece of rubber. You can purchase one from Tandy. My husband brought this home for me. And then we have a stitching groover, a swivel knife, a ruler, a little stylus, and then a box knife, or any type of knife that you are comfortable cutting with. Okay, so to start off, we have our noseband, which is cut out, our stylus, and our ruler. Okay, so when I first started making tack, I would start to do inlays, and I would just use my ruler, and I would mark out exactly how big I wanted the inlay to be, and then I would make little marks, and then I would connect the dots and carry it all around. But the problem is that it kind of wasn't always even, so I came up with a better way to do this. Okay, so our first step is we are going to take our ruler and we are going to mark out about an inch. I just like to do that because it leaves me enough room to have the conchos, and I'm just going to make a little mark with our stylus, and I'm going to do this on each end. And here we have our edge groover. There's several different types you can get. I'll link the one down below that I have, and you just adjust it like that, turn the dial, and you can change the length and the width. Okay, so we're going to take our edge groover here and we are going to go along the sides of our noseband, starting at that 1 inch point that we marked. And we're just going to go and carry it along, and the edge groover itself will kind of bring up some of the leather, as you can see. And then we're just going to do this on both sides. This way this is going to mark out our inlay and we will have perfect edges. Okay, so now we're going to take our ruler and we are going to connect the dots, basically, or the ends of our little groove that we made, and this will make the end of our inlay. Okay, so our next step, since we're going to be using a swivel knife, I'm going to go ahead and case our leather or get it wet. Okay, so on with our swivel knife, we are going to basically trace the line that we made with our edge groover and go down and around, and this is basically just going to make it easier when we go to cut out. We're already going to have that groove that's going to make sure that our blade stays in that spot. Now you can still mess it up, but this is just going to help. Trust me, I've messed up plenty of nosebands. I can attest to that. Then we're going to go ahead and just draw the line straight down to connect both sides, and we're going to continue on the other side. Alrighty, so the next step is we are going to cut it out. So I'm going to place my noseband on the piece of rubber here, and then this is the knife that I prefer to use. I prefer to use a box knife. A lot of people prefer to use a round knife, but this is just what I'm comfortable with. And now I'm just going to take my knife and I'm just going to cut along the lines. And you can see we got a nice clean cut. And so I'm just cutting it out, and as you can see, this specific style has curves, so I'm just dragging the knife down and then going around. That way I'm sure to get the curve exactly right. And so now I'm just cutting around and getting the inlay cut out, and then it's done. Okay, so our next scenario is going to be if you have something tooled in the middle, to the side, whatever. We're going to start the same way. We're going to take our ruler and we're going to go ahead and mark the 1 inch point on either side. Okay, and now we're going to take our stitching groover, just like what we did on the other one. We're going to take it from the point that we marked all the way up into the point of the design, and then I'm going to go ahead and carry it on over to the other side. I decided to take this up to the top of this design, which is in this case an Aztec symbol. And so I'm just going to go ahead again and carry this down all the way into the point. You can see where I kind of went off track, but it's okay, it's not permanent. Okay, and then just as we did with the other one, we're going to go ahead and take our ruler and we're going to mark from point to point on either side, that way finishing off our inlay. Okay, now we have both sides cut out, so we're going to go ahead like we did with the last one and take our swivel knife and go ahead and mark along the edges, so then next we can cut with our knife. Now there's a couple options you can do here. If I didn't carry this all the way up, I could have just left some more leather around the Aztec symbol, but what I want to do is I want to go ahead and cut out so the Aztec symbol is laying on the inlay. Okay, and so now it's time to mark out the symbol. I know I already went ahead and tooled this out, but I'm going to go ahead and take the swivel knife and I'm going to mark along here, and it's just going to make it that much easier to cut. We already have some depth from the tooling, and then this is just going to go ahead and help our knife to be able to cut it a lot more cleaner. And then I'm just going to go ahead and carry it down the edge, or the side I should say. And I'm going to go ahead and continue and do it on the other side here. And now we're done marking out our design, so on to the next step. We're going to go ahead and cut them out, and what I do is, like on a straight line design like this, I just carry the cut out. And as you can see, it gets it nice and perfect and straight. Then I just go ahead and continue cutting out the rest of my inlay. And now you can see our design is cut out and our inlay is cut out as well. Okay, now you can see we have our one side cut out and everything is nice and straight, and now we have both. And here are our two nosebands, inlays cut out and ready for the next part, which will be to condition them, and then we're going to go ahead and paint and dye.
So what do you guys think? Was it pretty straightforward? Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought, and also any suggestions that you have for another video. Is there a certain skill, something that you just kind of have some questions on or don't quite understand how to do? Ask me. And again, remember, I'm not an expert. I'm not, I've been doing this for a couple years, but I don't know everything. I am still learning myself, and I have so much more to learn. I'm just only wanting to share my knowledge with you of what I know so far, to help you on your leather making or tack making journey. So yeah, if you guys again have any suggestions, leave them below. Let me know how you like this. If you use this method, tag me in any photos of any work that you've done. I would love to see it, and let me know if this works for you guys. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video, and have a great day. Bye. And also, Anna and I want to tell you guys to remember to enter the contest. That is in our previous video, and you could win a tack set. So be sure and check it out, share it with your friends, and again, I will see you guys later. Bye.